Captain, before we step onto this wingin' word island, tell me, what does bird make you feel when it means an animal with feathers and wings, a person in informal British usage, and an aircraft or spacecraft in informal technical speech? Meaning 1, an animal with feathers, wings, and a beak. Used for animals such as seagulls, parrots, eagles, and sparrows. Example, a small bird landed on the rail for a moment. Common use, wild bird, bird song, a bird flies. Seabird. Meaning 2, a woman or girl. Used in casual British English, though it can sound old-fashioned and may feel rude depending on tone and context. Example, in that old British film, they kept calling her a clever bird. Common use, a smart bird, that bird over there, old-fashioned slang. Informal bird, meaning 3, an aircraft or spacecraft. Used in casual, technical, or military-style speech for a flying machine. Example, the rescue bird circled once before landing. Common use, rescue bird, get the bird in the air, military slang. Rescue bird. Bird most commonly means the feathered animal. In informal British English, it can also mean a woman or girl, but that use may sound dated or disrespectful today, so it should be used carefully. In some technical, military, or casual speech, bird can also mean an aircraft or spacecraft. Watch the skies with style, Captain. Carry bird for the winged creature of nature, for the informal human reference heard in older British speech, and for the flying machine that crosses the horizon with force as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this touch and tool island, tell me, what does brush make you feel when it means a tool with bristles? The act of touching lightly, and the act of cleaning, arranging, or applying with that tool. Meaning 1, a tool with bristles used for cleaning, painting, or arranging. Used for objects like a hairbrush, toothbrush, paintbrush, or cleaning brush. Example, she picked up a brush and cleaned the dusty shelf. Common use, hairbrush, paintbrush, cleaning brush. Brush. Meaning 2, a light touch or quick contact. Used when something or someone touches lightly and briefly. Example, the sail gave his shoulder a quick brush as he passed. Common use, brush against, brush past, a light brush. Light brush. Meaning 3, to clean, arrange, paint, or spread something with a brush. Used as a verb when someone uses a brush on hair, clothes, teeth, paint, or another surface. Example, he brushed the sand off his jacket before dinner. Common use, brush your hair, brush your teeth, brush off. Brush off. Brush can be a noun or a verb. As a noun, it often means a tool with bristles. It can also describe a quick, light touch. As a verb, it means using that tool to clean, arrange, or apply something. Keep every detail sharp, Captain. Carry brush for the tool in your hand, for the light touch that passes in a moment, and for the steady action that cleans and prepares the way as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this courage and spirit island, tell me, what does brave make you feel when it means showing courage in danger, facing something difficult with strength, and speaking of a person in an old or historical sense as a bold warrior? Meaning 1. Showing courage in danger or fear. Used for someone who is not easily frightened and acts with courage in a risky situation. Example: the brave sailor climbed the mast during the storm. Common use: brave person, brave soldier, be brave. Be brave. Meaning 2. Facing pain, difficulty, or an unpleasant situation with strength. Used when someone stays strong even when something is emotionally hard or painful. Example: she gave a brave smile before the long goodbye. Common use: brave face, brave smile. Brave through difficulty. Brave heart. Meaning 3. A bold warrior or heroic fighter. Used in older or literary language for a courageous fighter or hero. Example: the story praised the brave who protected the coast. Common use: a brave in battle. Ancient brave. Heroic brave. The brave. Brave is most commonly an adjective describing courage in danger or difficulty. It can describe physical courage, like facing a storm, or emotional courage, like staying strong in sadness. In older or historical language, a brave can also mean a bold warrior or fighter. Hold your courage close, Captain. Carry brave for action in danger, for strength in difficult moments, and for the heroic spirit remembered through old stories as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this curve and drive island, tell me, what does bent make you feel when it means not straight? Strongly determined towards something, and a natural tendency or special talent. Meaning 1. Not straight, curved, folded, or pushed out of shape. Used for something that has been physically changed from a straight or normal shape. Example: the storm left the metal pole bent near the dock. Common use: bent wire, bent knee, bent out of shape. Bent frame. Meaning 2. Strongly determined or fixed on doing something. Used when someone is so focused on a goal or action that they are difficult to stop. Example: he was bent on finding the lost map before sunset. Common use: bent on success, bent on winning, bent on doing something. Bent on finding it. Meaning 3. a natural tendency, interest, or special ability. Used for the kind of thing a person is naturally drawn to or especially good at. Example: she has a creative bent that shows in every design. Common use: artistic bent, practical bent, academic bent. Creative bent. Bent can describe shape, determination, or natural tendency. It often appears as an adjective for something curved or damaged. In the phrase bent on for strong determination, and as a noun for a person's natural interest or talent. Stand strong through every twist, Captain. Carry bent for the shape that has been curved, for the fierce focus that refuses to give up, and for the natural talent that guides your way as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this light and structure island, tell me, what does beam make you feel when it means a line of light? A long, strong piece of wood or metal, and a wide, happy smile. Meaning 1. A line or ray of light. Used for light that shines in a clear direction or narrow path. Example: a beam of light crossed the dark cabin floor. Common use: beam of light, laser beam, light beam. Beam of light. Meaning 2. A long, strong piece of wood, metal, or similar material used to support something. Used in buildings, ships, and structures for parts that hold weight or give support. Example: the workers lifted the heavy beam into place. Common use: steel beam, wooden beam, support beam. Support beam. Meaning 3. To smile very widely with happiness or pride. Used when someone's face shows strong joy, pride, or warm excitement. Example: she beamed when the crew praised her idea. Common use: beam with pride, beam at someone, a beaming smile. Beam with pride. Beam can be a noun or a verb. As a noun, it often means a ray of light or a strong structural support. As a verb, it means smiling broadly with clear happiness or pride. Keep your way bright and your spirit strong, Captain. Carry beam for the light that cuts through darkness, for the support that holds great weight, and for the joyful smile that lifts the whole journey as we sail to the next island.